Hi everyone, Brian Valerio, Vice President in the Proxy Solicitation Group at Alliance Advisors. Recently, ISS conducted a comprehensive analysis of the ethnic and racial makeup of the boards of publicly traded companies in the United States. Peter Eavis of the New York Times wrote a great piece analyzing the data, and you can click the link below to read the article. It is definitely worth a full read. However, I wanted to provide you with some of my key takeaways today. Essentially, the results show that underrepresented ethnic and racial groups make up 40% of the total US population, but only 12.5% of the board of directors seats. The good news, this is up from 10% in 2015, so progress is being made, albeit quite slow and still far lagging behind the total representative population of the United States. And Black directors make up just 4% of that total. Again, from a positive perspective, this is up from 3% in 2015. On the other hand, women seem to be making much greater advances. Women now make up 21% of directors, and while there is still much room for growth, there has been significant progress over the past 5 years, as in 2015, only 13% of directors were women. So women are making far quicker progress than other underrepresented ethnic and racial groups. The data also varies by sector, with some sectors outperforming others. In particular, technology and utility companies are having the highest percentage of board members from underrepresented ethnic and racial groups at 17 and 16.5% respectively. So there's still progress to be made from even the most well-represented sectors. And there are many who believe that having people from underrepresented ethnic and racial groups brings unique perspectives to the boardroom and helps executives better understand their customers, which can in turn then help grow the business. And because of these advantages, there are different groups that are pushing for change in various ways. There are shareholders, including conscious investors, socially conscious investors that are pushing for changes to board compositions. And in recent years, they've really focused on this to try to combat these disparities. And now these investors can use their proxy voting power to hold companies accountable, and individual directors also, they can vote against individual directors to hold them accountable for the lack of diversity overall at the board level. Recently, there was another group, a group of executives and organizations which formed the Board Challenge, which calls on companies to add a Black director within the next 12 months. There's also legislative action. California's legislature recently passed a bill that would require companies with headquarters in the state to have at least one member from an underrepresented ethnic group or who identifies as gay, bisexual, or transgender by the end of 2021. Now, while the progress may be slow, the increased focus on racial and ethnic diversity will likely continue to intensify until there is more progress that is made. So this is something that we can see continuing to be a point of emphasis during fall engagements and potentially impacting some votes at the 2021 proxy seasons. So this is definitely something to keep your pulse on and keep an eye out for as this area continues to expand and there is increased calls for greater diversity at the board level. So if you have any questions about this, please reach out and we'll connect.